I might become a completely different person since I hit that start streaming. Woo! Good morning, good afternoon, even good evening, good night, depending on where you are at around the world.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day.
You are live right now with the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Dilly.
What up, Sportscaster? We're on here too now. What's up? As always.
What up? I see you, Joe. I see you, Tree. Devin is dead. That's me.
What's up? That's you.
Oh, yes, Tree. I think we won Dwayne Haskins. We are actually going to talk about that. We got some hot topics lined up for y'all. It's going to be dope. I'll also answer some of you guys' burning questions. Yes, Tree. Cardinals very may well pass. Ooh. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how it goes. Cheers to me, cheers to you, and all the Rum boys and girls. What it do? Deli. Once again, y'all know how important it is to us that you guys go ahead and click this link right here. Give me just 1 second. We are live over on Sportscaster as well.
Yeah, as always.
Yep, we need you over there.
Cardinals O-line for Rosen. You can't take an O-lineman with how good of defense there's available if you don't take Murray.
I don't know. We will see.
It's open.
One of that is one of the burning topics.
GM, what's up? Arthur over here, as always, number one up in here. What is good, my man? Salute to my man.
Salute, Arthur. So
Connor Burke as well. What's good, guys? What's good?
Yes, NBA playoff stream will be tonight. I got you guys covered. I got you taken care of.
Of course, as always. Colby up in here as well. What's
Colby,
good, guys?
that GM.
What's good? So we are kind of getting to go a little bit here. But basically, we're going to open it up. We got some hot topics. I got some hot topics for Robbie J.
Yep.
He got some hot topics for me. We're going to go a little back and forth here on just open topics. We might open it up to you guys here, see what's good. JR Smooth, what's good, bro? What's good? Old man TD coming over here. Appreciate you guys as always.
I mean, if we get through things, fairly fast on what we already have lined up, then gonna go ahead, open up, the lines. I'm gonna chit-chat, talk it up with you.
Yeah.
So one of the first things that I actually wanted to start off with is, because it's more so, like, not necessarily a topic, but it's a reading.
Yeah.
For those of you that, what the fuck?
Oh my lord, are you alright. I'm ignoring it all day today.
All day, yes.
Niners, what's good, man? Sue, thank you for jumping in.
Yeah, if that pops up, then just hit that X for me.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna go ahead and take the time. For those of you that don't know, it's pretty much 30 years, for the last 30 years in the NFL, they've given out the Rookie of the Year award. The Rookie of the Year award itself, the honor, the prestige, 30 years old. So want to go ahead and just kind of pay homage to some of the best Rookie of the Year moment, some of the best, rookies, period.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So one that I got to start with is a guy that now actually plays for the Washington Redskins. In 2007, Adrian Peterson rushed for 1,341 yards and 12 TDs as a rookie for the Vikings. 12 years later, he became the oldest player to run for over 1,000 yards for the Redskins. Patrick Willis broke the rookie record for tackles with 174 for the 49ers.
Dude, Patrick Willis came onto the scene like a madman.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I even got a Bears one for you, bro.
Ooh, okay.
Got a Bears one for you. So just so you know, each time that I do one of these readings, we're pretty much.
It's sad that there's only so many few Bears Rookie of the Years that I know who this is already, but you can just say it because I want you to say it.
But this each one that I read highlights two players. We'll actually start this one off in 2000. Mike Anderson rushed for 1,487 yards and 297 carries with 15 TDs. While Urlacher made a seamless transition to the NFL, racking up 125 tackles, 8 sacks, 2 picks, and one forced fumble and one fumble recovery. Urlacher would anchor a stout Chicago Bears defense for 13 years. Yes.
Hype.
Yes.
Hype. Hell yeah. Brian Urlacher is the best linebacker we have had since, we're talking 85. So he is still the man. He's still the man. You know he's got hair now?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Yeah, I know.
I like going through Chicago and he's like on every billboard with hair.
Hair,
like,
yeah.
wow.
I think it's like a hair club for men or some shit.
Who the hell is this guy?
He's finally able to grow some without all the stress of being in the league. Stand up.
What is good?
Entertainer Talking Sports is up in the chat.
Yes,
Dilly.
Sir. Love that.
And then I have one more for this segment here. We're actually going to highlight Panther at this moment. One of the most electrifying quarterbacks we've got to witness as of late. Oh, you can't say this man isn't electrifying. No other than in 2011, Cam Newton threw for 4,051 yards, 21 scores, adding 706 yards and 14 TDs on the ground.
Shit.
On the defensive side, Von Miller recorded 69 combined tackles with 11.5 sacks. In 2015, Newtown was league MVP, and Miller was Super Bowl 50 MVP, helping the Broncos defeat Newton's Panthers 24-10.
11.5 sacks in a rookie season.
Yeah. Monster.
Shit.
Monster is.
Yeah, that's why you guys knew he came onto the scene how he did.
So I just wanted to open up with that. Because over on Sportscast, they're heavily running that hashtag 30 years of Rookie of the Year. So I just wanted to read some of those and get it out there.
No, those are some big guys. There's some big numbers. Obviously, most of those guys you mentioned are pretty much shoe-in Hall of Famers.
Oh yeah.
We'll see about Vaughn and Newton. They're obviously the newer ones, but I don't see why not. The way they're going so far. So
AP's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer.
Again, that's why I didn't even mention him. He's a shoe-in. He's walking into that like it's absolutely nothing. So that's awesome. That's what's good. Now
I know that we gonna start a Yankee sportscaster. Nice, Cushman. Nice, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But link is in the chat. Another reason why cover some of that is because after all, every time you guys click that link, it gives us a view. We would love to be able to go to Los Angeles to interview what may well be this year's upcoming Rookie of the Year. To sit in that same room and just pick that person's brain.
You better believe it. I got a good list of probably 5 or 6 of them that could be. So it always depends where you get picked, how much you play, but
100%.
You already know it's going down. It's going down. It'll be a lot of fun.
Did you want to kind of go into your notepad? Or we just exchange topic for topic.
Again, a couple of you guys jumping in here, so we are just going to open it up kind of to you guys, a little bit more of us. We got some hot topics going around all sports right now. We did just want to go back and forth. So let me start with, while we're on the NFL, we might as well keep it there, right?
Yeah.
Might as well keep it there. Robbie J's been doing a whole, Devin Hester. Oh, we can't talk Devin Hester.
Oh, yeah.
That's my man. But I'm going to start with the draft. Robbie J's been doing a whole lot of draft analysis on a whole lot of guys, a whole lot of positions, and again, that's the goal here. So, the number one topic in the history of life right now, will Kyler Murray go number 1? And if he doesn't, where do you think he slides to?
So this is actually super awesome because this actually ties in with one of the topics I was going to discuss.
Oh, look at that.
And why the Cards may pass on Kyler Murray. I don't think that Kyler Murray is going to be a number 1 guy. Not this year. This draft, and especially the first round, with so much defensive talent that you can walk away with in this draft, especially just edge rushers specifically. I just feel like he's gonna fall. The Cardinals have kind of taken down a lot of that Kyler Murray smokescreen. Maybe you've even alluded. Well, maybe now it's Rosen smokescreen. But I think they are going to stick with Rosen. They're not getting offers for Rosen that they thought that they would have. No matter, I don't care what team you are. Having Josh Rosen on your team it doesn't sound attractive. It's not appealing. We just traded for Josh Rosen. Like when you hear that and we have to say that, So I think that he's going to fall, and where I think he falls, I think he's possibly going to fall to Miami. Let's think about realistically the teams that could go up to get Kyler Murray: Raiders, Redskins, Dolphins.
Again, that's the hard thing. Some of these bottom, even 10 picks, aren't necessarily sold on needing a quarterback. yes, you can always pick one up. It is what it is. But again, even like the Raiders, like Derek Carr is maybe not an elite quarterback, but
he's
by no means is he on the bottom half, especially if you're going to give him AB. So the Raiders would be interesting if they did. The Redskins, again, did go get Keenum, but obviously in both of our opinions, that's not anything cement-wise or solid. I mean, Keenum,
right.
I'm going to say, went and got lucky with that Minnesota Miracle, and that's the only reason he continued to move forward and got the money he did.
Yep, got the starting job in Denver.
So, and obviously Denver pushed him out quick. I mean, they didn't care a whole lot for Case Keenum. So
I'm not with Kyler Murray and just all the rumors and that we've had around him. I just think that there's one. I feel like there's one team in particular in the draft that, without a shadow of a doubt, for a fact needs a quarterback, and that is Miami. So to me, it just makes the most sense.
So let me switch that a little bit for you. I don't mean to take two questions in a row, but if you're Miami and or the Giants, and obviously if Murray falls, Haskins falls as well.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the Giants have been very high on Haskins. It sounds like the Redskins are even getting high.
Yeah, the Redskins and Giants are sold on Haskins.
If you're Miami and you have the choice before, do you take Murray or Haskins? Obviously other teams are sold on him. They need to start looking at him a little bit. I'm sure they've looked at Murray though.
Yeah, if I'm Miami, Miami also this is also with Miami. This works out really well. I think they can sit there at the 13th spot. They don't have to trade up. They don't have to trade down because I think that Kyler is just going to naturally fall to them. This works out perfect for them because
you got Haskins going before Murray now.
Yeah, I think Haskins is going to go before Murray. I think teams, GMs, scouts, analysts, everyone included that puts together all this stuff and sits down in that war room. I think that the consensus is that more people are impressed with Haskins, his knowledge, his build, size, speed, all encompassing. Haskins is a guy that I think that leadership capabilities, people are all in on. I think Kyler, have you ever watched like a Kyler Murray interview? Like kid is awkward. Like
he is. Yeah. No, he's not anybody. Yeah. Aside from his talent on the football field, he's a very
awkward person. Weird guy.
I could not imagine how he would be in a locker room either.
Exactly.
Which is the problem. A lot of people are saying that.
What I think happened, and this is based off of what I've seen, I feel that when he went to go sit down and talk to GMs and go to do these team meetings, they were kind of like not blown away or not like wowed.
Again, not sold.
Yeah, not sold. Yeah.
I mean, they're like, this is our guy. It has to happen. I haven't heard a team do that yet.
Yeah.
Even the number one pick Cardinals haven't done that yet. Obviously. I
mean, and this is a kid that his college career was so prolific and I see you in the chat and it's saying, yeah, QC, what it do, guys. Make sure you click the link. You get the same content over on Sportscaster as well, but we need your views over on Sportscaster so we can interview this upcoming rookie class.
Some of you guys as well in there. What's good?
But I just think that in the meeting process, that's what drew a lot of NFL GMs away and coaches away. Like even the Redskins have came out. Like we just saw on Twitter. Shefty coming out on Twitter. With the words via Doug Williams. How they're very high on Haskins, but I've even read reports to where, Haskins, not so much of a Jay Gruden-esque guy, so maybe the Reds could settle for Drew Lock. And Drew Lock fits more of a Jay Gruden style. He's more kind of along the lines of Kirk Cousins, Case Keenum. And what I like about Drew Lock is he's dealt with adversity, and he so well with dealing with adversity, which those are places that you have to be willing to do that.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, again, it's at this point we're dealing with smoke screens all over the place. Mel Kiper's at 99.9%. He goes to the Cardinals number one. Everyone else in the world seems to say no. It's up in the air. Again, that's why we had to start with this one. This is the hottest topic going on right now. And I guess nobody knows until draft day. Like straight up, nobody finds out for another 3 days and 6 hours. It's just
draft day stream. We will be kicking off our draft day stream a couple hours before. We are trying to make sure that we can get some of you guys, fit into our call-in entertain. I know that you're streaming, but I'd love, have you booked, for maybe when the Giants pick at 17. just trying to,
I mean, we're calling you guys a couple times.
Yeah, QC, I'm hoping you call and give us that Vikings reaction. But, so we are trying to, make sure our draft day stream/draft party goes very, very organized. Jay and Lucas, I see you in the chat.
Too. That's the other half we want. Again, I mean, it's going to be open stream. It's going to be what it is. So we are going to have the lines not necessarily open. We are hoping to have a list. We'll obviously send it out to all you guys, whatever it is. And, we want some of the good fans that we know for certain teams to give us a call in, like we've been
Gianna Miller.
So
it's Cushman.
So that'll be a lot of fun. Excited for it for sure.
So, as long as we're kind of talking NFL, we're talking draft.
Yeah, we'll keep it sport by sport if we can.
Keep it sport by sport. I love how like my script is like not in
at all. Yeah, that's okay.
Not how I'm running it, but it's all good. I wanted to talk about a wide receiver that I'm very high on, and that I feel that it hasn't gotten a lot of exposure.
Okay.
I think that now I do want to make sure before I go into this there's not going to be many wide receivers going in the first round. Okay, we'll see some very exceptional talents, but this guy, because of size, I think a lot of people aren't looking at him, and because of what school he went to, aren't looking at him. No other than Anthony Isabella, the kid from UMass.
Dude's lightning.
Lightning quick.
On the field, he is. Like you said though, he's a much smaller build. I think that's why. I mean, you just hit it right on the head. Obviously, I think that's why teams are overlooking him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's again, I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to compare him to anybody that is on the field, but he's Danny Amendola size. He's a Wes Welker size. He's a smaller, but much faster. I mean, those guys are more possession receivers. So again, not comparing him to him, but he's not a line up on the outside and go up and get it. He's I'm going to burn you.
Exactly.
And burn the safety, and I'm going to catch it over the top like it's nothing.
Exactly. See, with Anthony Isabella, this kid ran a 4.3 at the combine. That is almost Tyreek Hill-esque.
I mean, Tyreek Hill's almost a good example. Tyreek Hill's a smaller dude.
Yep.
I'm just interested to see, again, we don't expect him to be a first-round draft pick because of his size purely. Again, if you look at speed, he could be.
Mm-hmm.
Size-wise is going to hurt him. He's going to be drafted. If he's not drafted, teams are overlooking one of the best receivers that they could.
Yeah, he's absolutely positively he will be drafted.
King James, what is good? What is good?
Any team that gets this speedster, you're about to be in for a show. Because
the Bears? Sorry, did I say that loud?
I mean, you guys will have an opportunity.
At least a chance in the third round.
Exactly. So
he falls.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I mean, once again, he went to a smaller school, UMass. He did lead the FBS in receiving. So the kid is absolutely positively amazing.
My big question for this one, which again nobody can answer. I mean, we can throw our opinions back and forth. I'd love to see yours. Is we were watching a video on him a little earlier, and they were talking about with his size, you think of him as a slot receiver. You think of a lot of teams picking him as a slot receiver, as a slot guy. But I just said Tyreek Hill, he's a guy that is smaller, but you can line up on the outside because he can burn you. I think this kid could do that too.
And I think that is the perfect way that he's going to be utilized. I think that there's no one better than to probably compare him to than that. I get people see his skin, they're automatically thinking, Cole Beasley, Wes Welker, no.
Small white receiver.
Exactly.
You have the idea, Julian Edelman, you get that picture. I know,
exactly. This kid is so close to Hill. It's not even funny. The kid invested in a jug machine, put it in his backyard, pays his sister $1 to load up the whole duffel bag of balls. I mean, I'm sure once he gets drafted, that's gonna go up a little bit, but pays her $1 damn dollar.
He was at least buying her lunch.
Yeah.
She's only 11.
But
I'm sure she wants to help out anyways.
But
that's some family stuff.
Anthony Isabella, I just want to make sure that I utilize our time and our platform here on air to kind of give him that more exposure. Scouts, if you're looking past him, you're making a huge mistake. Robbie's draft day sleeper.
No, I agree, and like I said, I'm really hoping he will be that sleeper because I would love for him to fall at least for the opportunity for the Bears to look at him. Again, no first round or second round picks for us, so
we're gonna have to get your your reaction if he does become a Bear. Like,
oh, you'll get it. Oh, you'll get
running
it.
around. Yes.
But again, I absolutely think he could be a guy that goes on the outside. I think it would not help him if he was a slot guy. Like, him going across the field is great. It is what it is, but I would like to see him go to a team again where he is needed as a
Deshaun Jackson except healthier.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jackson except healthier. And a better route runner.
I would just like to see him go somewhere he is wanted as a starting receiver or a 1 or 2. Not to a team that has 2 quality receivers and they're like, you're going to be in the slot. Like,
exactly.
I just don't want to see that for him. Like, burning somebody on a straight route up the seam is just so much better than being stuck in the slot, having to go back and forth, do these cut plays, whatever. Like, so that's my biggest thing. Regardless of where he goes, I just want to see the talent get released by him being at least number 2 receiver somewhere.
Facts. So really quick, we're gonna entertain the chat really quick. Wilkerson, we're just talking all sports right now. We just got
some hot topics.
Yeah, some hot topics. Just utilizing the time to really talk about some more of these rookies and getting pumped up for draft day. What do you think about Hunter Renfrow? I'd have to look into Hunter Renfrow. I'd have to look into Hunter. Not exactly sure all that kid. I have to look into him. Let's see.
Again, a good take. Definitely somebody that a lot of people are finally starting to realize and starting to find out about because there are finally people looking into him because of the speed, because he led everything. But I don't know. I'm hoping that he is kind of a sleeper. I would really like to see him fall a couple rounds with a chance for me.
Wilkerson said Ray can't hang on draft day. No first round picks. Hey, you know what? But they did. Our homie Ray, for those don't know, those not watching or listening. Yeah, our homie Ray is a Cowboys fan, and of course they got Cooper. They got Amari Cooper from the Raiders, giving up their first round pick for the wide receiver. All is well and ends well in that scenario, though.
Again, the Bears don't have a first round pick. So
exactly.
It is what it is. I'm not complaining. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not complaining. Like, take my first round pick for all I care. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, Williams. Yeah, Quinn Williams is definitely gonna be. I think Quinn Williams could be a first overall. That's who I have as my first overall is Quinn Williams. If you guys have not already, I did post our mock draft on Sportscaster. You can go back, scroll through our Sportscaster playlist, and check out our mock. Let's see, what other topics did you have, man? Let's see. Oops, wrong thing. Just kind of want one more thing, surrounding the draft. Got to shout out the wonderful city that's going to be hosting it, Nashville. My homie Will, who will be over for draft day. He's from there. The city of music, city of country music. Wonderful people.
They're gonna have a lot of things going on. They've been saying they got a lot of big names coming in there for events too for it. So
yeah,
that's cool. That's what's up.
They've invested a lot of money into making this event happen. It's going to bring the city a lot of revenue. But one of the things I want to know, how do you feel with it not, being in Chicago or at like a New York like Radio City Music Hall?
Well, Chicago just had it a couple years ago, and I will say it was one of the coolest events that I've ever seen in Chicago. Trust me, there's a whole lot going on down there, and that was awesome. They got, all of Grant Park, everything like that, all different areas, all boxed out. They got team, logos everywhere. Yep. There's people in every single jersey you will ever see in your life, all over the place. So, honestly, it's really cool. Nashville isn't the smallest market. Obviously you can go somewhere bigger, but absolutely awesome for them to host it. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. Music is flowing through there regardless of what's going on or not. So I think there'll be a lot of fun, and I think a lot of these kids going there to visit the draft and be there live for the draft will be a lot of fun.
Yep, get up your cowboy hats, ladies and gentlemen, because draft does start April 25th. Arizona, you're on the clock right now.
They've been on the clock for a while.
For a while, right?
They're not big.
But I can't get enough of saying that line, though. Like, I officially cannot wait until, like once 6 o'clock here in Colorado, Mountain Time, when it's 6 o'clock and I can officially say, Arizona is officially on the clock. Like,
you know what'll piss me off is if they have. I hate when you got the first pick and you take forever and you go down to the last couple seconds of the draft. Like, so you've had months and months to decide, and then you're going to give us the anticipation to sit there for over a minute and just like all bite our nails and punch
exactly. It is 3 days, 5 hours, 59 minutes, 35 seconds until draft day.
MH, what is good? Connor Burke, are we going to the draft? Sadly, we are not. We are going to just be hosting it here. As always, we do have some catering, Scooter Smoke and Barbecue coming in to help us out. Just going to have a good day. Again, open the lines to some of the people that we know are specific fans of specific teams. Want to hear your guys' reaction?
We're bringing draft day. We're bringing Nashville to Colorado Springs. You know, a little bit. We're going to have the barbecue. I might pop up in like a cowboy hat or something, you know.
Whoa, that's the little bit I was avoiding.
Pop up in a cowboy hat, you know, bumping some Old Town Road. Kidding.
You might see the end of TyeBoogie right there. That might be the end of TyeBoogie right then and there.
I think that should be hilarious.
Oh man, I'm not about that one. We're gonna have to stop it there. We have to stop it there. But it's gonna be a lot of fun regardless. Again, so we'll just be hanging out again. You know, gonna have the family, all the friends coming through. You know, some specific people of certain teams. We want to get their reactions, your guys' reactions. So we're gonna keep it open.
From once we're on to the next, I want to go ahead and mention the injured Bankies.
Oh goodness.
The Yankees.
Oh goodness.
The Yankees, man. Like, what's going on, bro?
I mean, there's an all-star team of injured Yankees. Basically, is what's going on. Their IL could literally win the American League. Like at this point, it's looking rough for them. But a lot of these guys are on just like 10 days. You know, Judge isn't supposed to be a long injury at all. He was hurt the other day, an oblique injury, actually, weird enough. Stanton's getting ready to come back. So I think they'll be okay regardless. You know what it is, Yeah, appreciate you pulling this up again. Gary Sanchez is hurt. Just almost every starter is hurt right now, basically, for these guys. And if anything, I am going to say it does put them in some trouble now, but it's a good time to be in trouble, as weird as that sounds. There's so many other teams. Again, the Red Sox we thought were just going to tear it up. They haven't been the Red Sox. You know, there's a lot of teams that we thought were going to be number ones, number twos, top teams, and they're not doing well. So if there's a time for you guys to be hurt, I mean, it is now.
It is now, yeah, at the beginning of the season.
So as long as these injuries don't continue to plague them and re-injure themselves on some of these injuries over the next, month, and they can come back, get their work, whatever they got to do, you could see them go on a run, and you could see them still finish it out on top, or at least you still expect them to make playoffs.
That'd be insane.
So,
hey, QC, if I had the money for a horse, I'd go all the way out. All the way out.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, honestly, even though they are kind of broken, I do see them being all right. Again, injuries are a major thing in sports, so we'll see if it either continues to hurt them and these guys get re-injured by the end of the year, or if they're going to come back. So it's hard to say with injuries. But right now, I mean, they have a starting lineup of hurt players that could beat a lot of teams right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, practically, even guys on my fantasy baseball team. So...
I got Stanton, so I don't want to hear it, bro.
Exactly. I feel bad for whoever gets drafted by the Cardinals. Yo, the Cardinals are an organization that can't even make up their own damn minds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel bad.
Yeah.
The Cardinals are like the Arizona Cardinals are like when you ask like your wife or your girlfriend, like, hey, what do you want to eat? And she's like, I don't know.
Pick a type?
Like, yeah.
No.
Like, no.
Oh, no. Okay. Pick an area? No. Okay.
Yo, that is exactly the Arizona Cardinals.
Pick, God, man.
What do you want to do with the first overall pick? I don't know. I'll let you decide.
Maybe defense. But offense is pretty good, too.
So, I need a quarterback. Like, that's exactly the Arizona Cardinals.
It is.
So let's see. So that's for me what I have as far as topics. Like we said, from one sports to the next, NBA.
This isn't. You know what? This isn't one I threw out. But since we did go a little bit of baseball, all I'm going to ask is Washington done being butthurt by losing Bryce Harper, or are you guys going to hate him for the rest of his career? Let me ask real quick. This is a quick topic.
I'm going to hate him for the rest of his career.
Oh, you dick.
I'm going to hate him for the rest of his career. Every time that he comes to Nationals Park, I hope they boo him. I hope they throw peanuts at him. I hope to God that every beer that he drinks is full of just piss water, like for the rest of his life.
Well, there's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. Bryce Harper will be hated by most national fans probably for the rest of his career.
Oh yeah,
it is what it is. DC
for life, baby. Y'all know what's good, East Coast.
Oh man, solid.
So next up, or do you have anything else for baseball?
No. That made my day. I'm gonna end it on that one. That was awesome.
Yes, piss water treat, piss water. Every beer that he drinks. Like I hope that the heavens above, right before he puts the beer to his lips, he's like, oh yes, I'm about to have this cold draft right here, and then the God just like snaps his fingers and it just becomes piss water, bro. He's like, has to spit it out. He's like done with it. I would trade down if I were the Cards. If Murray didn't come out, they would have Rosen. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. My point exactly. Like if Kyler Murray decides he's gonna go and be in Oakland A, let's go and tie these two topics in because the chat's still fascinated by draft talk right now.
He's pretty committed to football, dude. Every and any time anyone's asked him, he's been more than committed to it.
Right, but we're hypothetically, like, if he does not declare for the draft, the Cardinals are forced to stick with Rosen. So when you look at how Wilkerson just typed it, why not trade back? Because you were gonna have to. Because if this wasn't a scenario,
because
and this wasn't
Cardinals are greedy mofo's.
They're not even greedy.
They only want a first-round pick for Rosen at this point. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that situation, like,
happening.
What are they going to do to trade back? I feel like they're going to be the team that's like, well, we're willing to trade back, but it's got to still be in the top 5. It's got to still be a good pick. You know what? Like, what will they accept to trade back? Obviously, just swapping picks.
Do you think that they don't know? Do you think that they don't know what to do with the first round pick, and maybe that's why they traded? They trade back like, hey, we'll just trade 1 for 5 with you, Tampa, because we don't know what the fuck we want to do. So we'll let you make a move, and then we'll start basing our.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Like at this point, again, we've already said even if Murray does go off the board, you're not in trouble. There's a hell of a load of defensive guys waiting for you, ready to kill some quarterbacks, and they need that. It's not like that's not a need. It's not like they have a stout front defense. It's not like they get a crazy good defense or anything like that. Like, if they trade back and Murray does go off the board, you're still okay. Like, you got a piece you need. Yeah, you got to deal with Rosen. Yeah, the dude probably hates you guys a little bit for doing that to him.
Yeah.
But
if I'm Rosen, I'm as soon as my rookie deal is up. Like, if I'm Rosen, I'm looking to ball out this year. And as soon as my rookie deal is done, bye, Arizona.
I mean, they clearly don't believe in him, even taking him at 10. So let me ask that. This kind of ties both these two quarterbacks in together a little bit. Rosen thought he was a number 1 pick. Literally, Rosen was like, I could go number 1. Screw Baker, I could go number 1.
Yeah.
And dropped.
Because of his cockiness, yeah.
So many other quarterbacks that went, I mean, not a whole lot, but enough quarterbacks went in front of him that he even said, if you remember, he said, I'm going to prove there were 9 mistakes made in front of me.
Yeah.
Yes, not all were quarterbacks, and he did take that back and say, I get some of these defensive guys are as good as they are, and I take that back. Some of the quarterbacks is what I meant. But he did say, 9 mistakes in front of me. If Murray drops like that, and he goes all the way to above 10, he drops all the way to Miami, does he decide, screw the NFL, I'm going to go hit some homers? And does that screw a team over?
He could. Because I believe Oakland still is leaving it open to where he could just so may choose to do whatever he wants with that contract, right? He can still go and play, to my understanding. This is actually kind of interesting. I don't think that he's going to do that. I think that he'll give it a shot. But getting drafted by a team like Miami, I mean, the only positive thing about that situation, there's only two positive things about that situation. It's Miami. It's Miami. Like, Miami's awesome.
It's nice to go to practice every day, right?
Yeah.
And I don't care what month it is, right?
And you're going to start. 100% guaranteed you're going to start. You'll be the guy. You'll sell tons of Kyler Murray Miami Dolphins jerseys. You know, you'll be on posters, everything. Because that's...
You pretty much are walking in as the face of the franchise.
Yeah, you're walking
whoever goes to Miami.
Yeah.
At this point, like...
So, there's that. But then, let's look at the negative. It's fucking Miami.
Who are you going to throw to?
Yeah, who are you going to throw to? Kenny Stills?
Who's going to protect you?
Exactly.
Who are you going to hand off to?
Like... So that's what's scary about that. I saw some comments here. Connor Burke says, one thing that scares me is Kyler has all the power to back out at the last second. He could decide, oh, okay, yep, that's what you were just saying. Exactly. That's what I'm... Pisces Queen, what is going on? Hello. Thank you for joining. Spike that like. Guys, link is in the chat. Let's run up those views over on Sportscast simultaneously. Y'all know what's good.
But also at the same time, I just don't see him dropping that far, because I feel like there's a couple teams out. I mean, John Gruden is way high on this dude. Way high on this dude.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
he's so high to the point to where I don't trust my draft scouts. I should have put this on the script. Pulling his draft scouts away from scouting players, saying I don't trust them, and then now coming out.
I mean, that's just stupidity. Like, at that point, like you're literally paying them for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
now coming out and now, like you just mentioned, Oakland even looking at Murray and John Gruden being sold on Murray.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, Oakland has no problem taking a defensive guy here. I mean, if I'm them, I'm still cool with Derek Carr. But if Murray drops, just those... It's not even far he's got to drop. At this point, if he misses number one, the Niners aren't taking a quarterback. Like, do they take Murray instead of going defensively? Just to do it because it's...
If Oakland does that, and I hope that we have some Raider fans here, I want to hear from Del Rey as the black hole. Oakland is absolutely fucking stupid. The only good thing that Oakland gets out of that is Kyler sits behind Derek Carr for a little while and gets some of that veteran teaching. I get, following the Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, passing of the torch, or the Alex Smith to Mahomes passing of the torch. I get that thought process and that concept.
In my opinion, if you have a top 10 first round, screw top 10. If you got a first round pick, there are some teams that can go ahead and further successors at the end of it. But if you have a top 10 or 15 pick and you are picking him to sit on the bench, that's ridiculous. I mean, I get it. My successor, It is what it is. But if you're a top 10 quarterback picked, you're probably good enough to start on those teams.
Exactly, yeah. You're ready to start. So,
like, you just plateaued the shit out of your team.
Exactly. I mean, what is Gruden gonna turn around and be like? Oh, well then, I traded away Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper last year. Derek Carr, this is your turn.
To be honest, I think the biggest problem is if they do get Murray and don't trade Carr first, everyone's gonna understand that and be like, nah, dude, you just got to get rid of quarterback. We'll give you like a 6th round pick for Derek Carr. What you think? And they're gonna get screwed out of it.
Yeah.
They have said that Derek Carr is their guy.
Derek Carr should be their guy.
But
he's a Fresno State boy, just all matches up.
So is Khalil Mack. So is Amari Cooper at a point. Like, I get Cooper was having his down years. How did they not look at Khalil Mack like he's our guy? He's got to be our defense. And I get that you didn't trade him away for nothing, like a first-round pick, but goddamn, is he worth the first-round pick?
I think they need to first figure out, if I'm Gruden, I need to first figure out how this AB and Derek Carr thing is going to work out. I'm not bringing a guy as young as Kyler Murray in with a disease in the locker room named Antonio fucking Brown. Fuck, gosh.
Yes, Connor Burke. Obviously, someone would have to. Someone would very openly be like, "Damn, you guys just picked Murray. Give me Carr." Fucking Miami, bro. Like
the Redskins.
Give me Carr.
The Redskins would love that.
At that point, or if the Raiders even on draft day open it up and call team to say, "Is anyone interested in Carr?" As an NFL franchise, if I'm the Redskins, if I'm Miami, you're getting rid of Carr to pick up Murray.
Yep.
I'm not giving you anything very good. I mean, yes, you got to give him something good. Derek Carr is a solid quarterback, but they're trying to get rid of him. You're not going after him. They're trying to get rid of him. So I'm not giving an arm, a leg, a foot, toe. Like, I'm not giving you everything I got for him. Like, oh, you're trying to get rid of your quarterback?
I'll
don't. Throw you like a 4th round pick. Like,
I don't think that. I think maybe Gruden is just doing all this, with the scouts and everything. All the drama that's happened with the Raiders right now. Not really drama, but news, smoke screen, I guess we could call it. I think that they know what they're going to do in the draft, and I think they're going to follow. I think they're not doing a very good job at trying to detour everyone else onto a different path. I think they're going to still pick, they'll go defense and wide receiver. That's what I think. I don't think they're going to go and get a quarterback right away. I don't think they're going to get a quarterback, period.
Again, I don't think I would. Like, how do you spend top 10 pick on somebody, and the kid had the right mindset? Again, like, I get he's cocky, but if I'm them and I hear him say there's 9 mistakes made in front of me, I mean, one, like, he just wanted to go number 1, which is kind of arrogant, but at the same time, like, if he's using that in the right way, none of us know because we're not in there seeing him every day, practice every day.
Exactly.
We're not seeing that. But if he's got the right mindset in there, then I'm going to get better. Baker might have broke records last year, but I'm going to outdo him this year. Whatever mindset he has, that would be my determination if you're going to get rid of or keep him. Yeah. If he's got a good mindset, if he's going to OTAs while you guys are talking about trading his ass, he's got the right
mindset. Exactly.
He's trying to learn your playbook. He's trying to do work.
I'd rock with Rosen. Iverson Vlogs. She's kind of just quoting us throughout this. I believe. But
the Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals from Iverson Vlogs. So the Bengals are unique because they still have Andy Dalton, and I don't know if this is the year that you move past him yet.
I don't know, man. They have so many things they need, in my opinion. But Andy Dalton was not Andy Dalton last year.
No, he was not Andy Dalton last year. But because of all the other needs that they have, and all the great quarterbacks that'll be coming out next year in 2020, you can, if you're Cincinnati, you can do one more year of Andy, get other pieces, and then bring in that next guy, or maybe go and get a quarterback, in one of the late rounds. What's the kid? Herbert from Oregon is going to be available.
Again, Andy Dalton to me is the same idea as Derek Carr, where Derek Carr's a little bit better. Let me. There's a threshold there for me, but it's the same idea where you're not in trouble. You're not stuck with the guy. Yes, you see the potential of one of these guys, and you're kind of like, shit, man. Derek Carr kind of didn't have a year last year. I don't really know, but I think they stick with their guy, and they go and get him help. Like the offense for Cincy has only declined.
Well,
yes, it's
only
been
fucking declined. Yeah,
injury plagued. I mean, they went on and got Ross last year or whatever it was, but he's a speedster. I mean, get them a defense. They just lost.
I've literally. I have to have my dad find it, but they have a home. My dad has a home video when I was a kid. I was like, how could the Cincinnati Bengals? It's like early '90s, like late '90s. It's like, how can the Cincinnati Bengals have the coolest looking helmets in the NFL but suck so bad? They are that team. Like y'all go out there and y'all look good, but y'all don't play good. That's exactly what it is with the Bengals. Like, y'all can go out there, y'all can look good, but y'all don't play good. That team is ass.
Again, like at the same time, like if I'm the Bengals, I am doing everything and anything I can to try and get multiple pieces. We keep saying it, but while the AFC North is declining, in my opinion, yes, the Browns went from here to here, but we're going to see how they do. Mm-hmm. Clearly, Pittsburgh is starting to regress. Ravens, in both of our opinions, are starting to regress.
Yeah.
If you're the Bengals, you got to do it now. I get that might mean they're thinking we need a quarterback of the future. I get that. That's why it's an open thing. But at the same time, you need a whole defense.
You need AJ Green to stay healthy and stop being soft.
AJ Green is just, yeah, man, it's killing him. Like, but at the same time, I will say this: if you have a receiver like AJ Green and you can't get it done as Andy Dalton, they're a team that's a 50-50 on a quarterback for me. Like,
Connor, hell yeah. He said the Browns, plain ass fucking orange. Let's see. We're in a weird position, Ravens. I have zero faith in Lamar. Hopefully, Trevor Lawrence in 2021. I think Lamar Jackson is great as a quarterback, and he's going to be fine.
We appreciate you. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing it with anybody you can.
Yeah, I think. I think that Lamar Jackson's going to be fine. I don't want to say Trevor Lawrence 2021 for Baltimore by any means yet.
But shit, think about that too. Those guys that are 50-50, think about the quarterbacks coming out.
Yeah.
Tua. Like, damn, wait till you see somebody get him. Are you kidding me?
That's going to be a hype draft. It's going to be a hype draft. Good.
Trevor Lawrence, we just said, like, Jalen Hurts, like, there's quarterbacks coming in the next couple of years. Yep. This is a defensive draft. If I'm some of these guys, aside from the very obvious ones that need a quarterback, if I'm the Giants, I'm going to get a quarterback. I'm sorry. Like, it's going to happen.
Tua, Herbert, Lawrence, yeah, it's going to be sick.
Like, that's what I'm saying. There's quarterbacks coming. So.
But, Street did say, you wanted me to talk, Luka would be interested in this conversation. Nice. Hey, I think Waterboy Report, he's more likely at work right now, You guys are chilling with the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. This is your lunch break podcast. Your in traffic podcast.
Again, we just got hot topics right now that both of us. It's fun for both of us to go back and forth and bicker about. But at this point, like, let's open it up to you guys while we put some of our hot topics on paper and we go over them. Like that's how it is. That's how it is. So again, the draft is obviously the number one thing coming up. Number one thing we want to talk about.
Tree wanted me to talk Titans. Okay.
There you go.
So with the Titans are interesting. Coached by a defensive great of sorts,
Vrabel, yeah.
And Vrabel. Vrabel, a very hands-on coach. He's willing to get out there. So there's actually a workout video of Vrabel testing out the hands of Ed Oliver, and like they're both they're both down and like hitting the back, boom.
Who can still do it?
Yeah, Vrabel, very hands-on coach. I feel like offensively he has made the absolute correct moves this offseason. You go out, you get a guy like Adam Humphries, who's going to go opposite of Corey Davis. Delaney Walker is going to come back healthy. Mariota, in case Mariota gets down, you have someone that can almost kind of in a way mimic him.
No, Tannehill's a starter. Tannehill was a starter for Miami. He's a solid backup, knowing the injury plagues of Mariota.
Exactly. That was so smart. Getting a guy that's you can plug and play into the playbook the same way that Mariota can. So when I hate to say this, but when Mariota goes down, of soreness or something, Tannehill's going to be perfectly fine. Derrick Henry and Deion Lewis in that backfield, scary.
It just depends which Derrick Henry shows up straight up.
That is big facts.
If they can figure out how to tone that man to play at least half as good as some of the games that he ended the season with last year, to do that the whole season, like, that offense is scary.
Oh, 100%.
They did just go get Cameron Wake. Dude
That's
might be getting up there in age, but that's a big dude.
Big dude.
He's trying to kill quarterbacks. So if I'm them and you can either get some defensive help, like in the backfield, defensive back, somebody like that to go pick that off after Cameron's going to hit somebody.
Bro.
Or put someone on the other side of Cameron Wake, the Titans could be on a come-up. Again, it very much, in my opinion, matters what Derrick Henry does. If Derrick Henry is averaging 2 yards a carry, it's whatever. He's getting 40, 50 yards a game. Someone's going to kill Mariota. Like, someone will absolutely knock him out, and it's not going to be good. If
and they
Henry
pick
can do well,
and they pick at 19.
solid.
Look for them to maybe be one of those teams that's going to go out there and probably go after like a safety.
Solid.
Like Nasir Adderley. This is what I'm thinking. Adderley could maybe come off the boards. We'll see.
Again, honestly, the Titans could definitely be on a come-up.
Oh, yeah.
Good offseason by them. Again, Vrabel is obviously looking well as a coach there so far. Can you imagine if they went and got a defense for a defensive coach?
And that's that. I'm sure for Vrabel, that is a wet dream and a half. He's like, yes.
And he's probably in the room like defense,
let's get it,
please.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Giants. I think you guys are going to go defense, and then you'll get your quarterback at 17. I think that's a smart move. Hell no!
Hell yeah!
Up in the chat.
What is up?
Let's see here. Buccaneers are going to get their cheeks clapped. Well, they're the Bucks. They did make a coaching change with Arians. He's back on the sideline with his Kangos.
I don't know, man. I think the Bucks are lower tier.
Way lower tier
at this point. Like, Mike Evans needs to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Jameis Winston is a special person.
I mean, dude, again, like you could not, at least in my mind, when I'm looking for a wide receiver tandem, I want a Mike Evans to go up and get that thing. And I wanted Deshaun Jackson to burn the hell out of the other side of the field.
Well, that's not going to happen anymore. D-Jax is in Philly.
He's gone, and so is Humphreys. And I want Humphreys as my slot guy. That's the most perfect setup in my mind of receivers you can go get. Maybe you can get better, but that's my setup. If Winston can't do it with them,
he can't do it with anyone.
Pieces are leaving. Like, what are you gonna do if you're the Bucks? Like, you're right now. You're going to redo your entire anything. Whatever you're doing, you got to go do something here.
Something.
Honestly, again, it's a defensive draft. At this point, like, accept that your offense is mediocre, to say the least, and go get a whole bunch of defense or start doing some trades and try and get a bunch of young pieces. That's what I'm doing if I'm the Bucks.
Thomas said, with all the turmoil with my Steelers last year and not making the playoffs, we are winning the division this year. Facts. So, I am sorry, Steelers Nation. Somebody call up Stephen A. Because I'm about to piss off Steelers Nation. Y'all not winning the division this year. No Le'Veon Bell. No Antonio Brown.
James Conner was more than solid for Le'Veon, dog.
Yeah, James Conner was a great fill-in.
The only thing they lost
then he got
was
banged
a receiver. The only thing they lost was a big, they went from here in their receiving to like.
Big Ben is old. They are done. The Steelers are done.
Arthur, what is good? Thank you for jumping back in.
I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the way that it is. You want to talk about a ball club that needs to start acclimating their quarterbacks? Look, they got guys that they should be developing like right now as we're speaking. Big Ben is done.
They could very much do what the Packers did and let somebody sit behind Ben for 2 or 3 years with like a
Joshua Dobbs
4th round pick. Like, they can wait a while to get that. But the Steelers can save their season and have a decent season if they go get some corners. Go get defensive backs.
Yeah.
Again, their offense, even without Antonio Brown, with James Conner, is still in the top 15 of the league, in my opinion. Nowhere near that top 5 they have been the last how long we've been watching the Steelers.
Yeah.
But they're still a better offense. They just have never. They lost it after the steel curtain left. What the hell, man? There's nothing going on there. They need somebody to stop those deep balls on them.
I do this every year with the Steelers. You know, they'll lose a piece. You know, like their receiving core, they dwindled down their receiving core all the way down to where, you know, it was AB, but then, you know, Juju was on the rise. You know, yada yada. Like, they always put together good receiving cores. At least for this year. Nope. I'm going back to what I already said. Nope, they're done. They're done for at least like the next 4 or 5 years. This is where it starts to just be done.
I think they'll be competitive. Again, it's hard to say who wins the division. Sadly, I almost got to say it's between them and the Browns at this point, and I really don't want to do that. I almost just threw up, to be honest with you.
It's the Browns. The Browns will win.
Again, you got to look at Juju, James Conner, Big Ben. I get Big Ben's going down, so that's why I said maybe not a top 5 offense. 15 to 10 is where I'm putting the Steelers' offense, but their defense is literally the bottom 20.
Yeah.
If they can bring that up just a smidge, that also helps the offense, obviously. If you can get the offense to be back in that 10 range and get the defense up like 15 and above.
If I'm the Steelers, it's time to find a completely new identity. I'm getting rid of Tomlin. Big Ben, he's going to retire. I'm going to let him retire as a Steeler. Get him, you know, into the Ring of Fame or whatever that the Steelers got. You know, and
hard chords there.
Oop, up, timer,
What's good?
But
anyways, I'm telling you, their offense is still decent. Like, Juju Smith is a better receiver than a whole lot of dudes out there. James Conner is a better running back than a whole lot of dudes out there. I don't care what the deal is with Big Ben and his age. You can't deny that Big Ben is still a top 10 quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to throw the shit out of the ball. I'm sorry, it's going to happen. Yes, age is going to be
there. What up,
there,
Landon?
but even with his age, dude is still throwing the ball 30, 40 yards downfield in the air like it's absolutely nothing. Like, he could just do it in his sleep. Offense is okay. Their defense has been the problem. And it's made the offense have to stay out there longer. It's made Ben have to work harder. If they go out and get a whole bunch of defense this draft, again, it's young guys, so you just never really know if they're going to step right into the role and just kill it, Jalen Ramsey style, or if they're going to be in trouble and let up deep plays, whatever it is. But they're in defensive rebuild mode, and that's what they need to do in the draft.
That is facts. Facts.
To even be okay.
Crazy mofo, what it do, dilly, homie. I'll admit, the Steelers only lost the drama in the locker room. I hate y'all, but y'all could win the division. Steelers 10-6, Browns 9-7, Ravens 8-8, Bengals 0-16. That is great.
Again, that's what you got to think. Like, the Steelers could beat the Ravens twice this year.
Yeah.
They will beat the Bengals twice this year. It's going to be good when they play the Browns. Straight up, it's going to be good. I think they can steal one, at least at home. They'll probably lose on the road against the Browns. But at home, they should beat them. That's 5 wins right there against your division.
Yeah.
That's 5 out of 6.
Hey, Landon, Cowboys, y'all don't get a draft pick. Y'all don't get a first-round draft pick, so... Yeah, second round.
Workshop, appreciate that, man. We just got it going right now while we're doing just kind of some open topics on just hot takes around the NFL. Right now, you know, well, hot takes around everywhere, but the draft is obviously the centerpiece of what we're doing here because we are counting down the day to the draft, just 3 days and a couple hours. So we're going over different teams.
Hell yeah.
Everybody just throwing in
showing love.
Their 2 cents. So I don't think there's any more to say about the Steelers at that point. Like, defense or you're in trouble. So,
oops.
And again, the Ravens, they got to go defense as well. Like, they got to go get someone to replace Suggs. We've seen the Browns already make enough regular and offseason moves that the Browns are just padding it at this point and trying to get people to help out if injuries plague them. And the Bengals, you need a whole lot of whatever you can get. So
it's so funny. It's so funny talking about the Bengals because, you know, so many people were so high on them years ago, but a couple years back, but
yeah, Connor Burke, of course. We obviously have heard of Gus Edwards. He was playing a little bit at the end of the season last year. I mean, he's a good back. He's obviously a good back. He didn't get the chance to play a whole lot, didn't get to prove a whole lot, but I think he will be a good complement to Mark Ingram.
And it's
gonna be solid.
Keyword compliment. He's gonna be no more than a compliment to Mark Ingram. Let's not expect for this for you know what I'm saying? Like Ingram's there. Ingram's gonna be the running back now.
He's a very good number 2 back.
Yeah.
Haven't seen anything explosive out of him to be a starting number 1. Like I got to go get this guy, but him and Mark Ingram, I think, will be a solid tandem back there for Lamar.
Yeah, Arthur. Yeah, man. I'm just saying. You know, the Steelers are. It's time for them to have to change their identity. You know, especially after all that they went through over the last year and a half, 2 years, as an organization. You got to move some things around and change some things up. You know.
I would not hate them if they went out and told Ben, look, man, you're still our starter, you're still our guy, but we're gonna go ahead and get your successor in like 3, 4, 5 rounds. Like,
what I don't like is how with some of these quarterbacks, when they're told that, hey, you know, it's about time we start getting your successor, especially some of these guys that have been in the league for a really long time. You know, I get it. Like, it's hard to separate from a game that you love. Like, you know, I get it.
At the same time, man, that's respect. At least in my mind. Like, I mean, Eli knows he's on his way out. Like, he expects him to pick them. Ben is going to be that kind of guy. He's going to be, nah, fuck no. I ain't teaching no little kid how to play. I'm starter.
When they brought in Rudolph.
I'm playing.
Yep, when they brought in Rudolph from when they drafted him.
That is the problem. That's been the thing that plagued that locker room. But there's really no way to get rid of Big Ben like that. Like, I mean, at this point, you're either dropping the dude or waiting for him to retire.
Sorry, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's a competitor, though. You can't hate on that. That's why I will never say that with Big Ben at quarterback, someone is a lower-tier offense, especially with Juju at receiver. Like, Ben is such a competitor, he does not want to lose. It doesn't matter the situation. He's not trying to lose a game. So if they can get a defense to kind of re-help them out, then we will certainly see if the Steelers can at least be decent. So, what else you guys got? Treat said, let's do Rams.
Oh, let's see. Treat says Rams. Crazy Mofo hit us with the AFC South. So I could do the AFC South question pretty quick. I could take that one pretty quick. AFC South, I'm predicting the Titans to you know, come out and really explode.
I mean, it's hard to say anything otherwise. I mean, the Texans are always that tough team. Honestly, I've been pretty high on Deshaun Watson. Besides him getting hurt, he was money. Him and Hopkins have been working very well together, and you got to think if they can keep going and they can get their chemistry up, like, there's some trouble there. And then J.J. Watt, again, injuries, it is what it is, but they went out, and if they can get some pieces defensively, again, all of these teams are in good shape because of this draft.
Yeah.
I've said 1,000 times, it's a defensive draft, and there are pieces available for these guys. So I think the big teams that are going to move up and do well this year are teams that have an established offense or had an offense like the Texans where it might not have been the best, but they're young and they're working together. And you can go out and get defensive pieces. If they can go out and get some corners or, again, some defensive backs, again, that line, Clowney and Watt, it's so good. You don't need any help there. But go out and get some guys to help in the secondary, and the Texans will do work.
Yeah, I think to go along with my Titans take, I think, you know, let's say a guy like Greedy Williams is sitting there, you know, staring at you right in the face at pick 19, round 1. Why not go and get him? You know, why not go and get him? Maybe you move him around from both corner to safety. You know, you kind of crossbreed them, you know, in that way. So I mean, that they're unique enough to where they maybe you get Nasir Adderley. You know, they bolster up their secondary. I like Tennessee.
That whole division is honestly pretty similar.
On the come up,
like the Colts too. Like, you're not moving Luck. Obviously, you got Ty. You got an established offense. If you go and get a defense to help out Andrew Luck to not be on the field for over half of this game getting hit, they also could increase themselves. The Jaguars, I mean, we're it's whatever, but
yeah, the Jaguars are so up in the air. I mean, because they're a team that has a defense and needs receivers.
We'll see if they can help that out. Because again, like I said, that's the only team that's different. All three of those, the Titans, we've already talked about. Go get some defensive help. You guys have a decent offense and have made moves to get more offense. Texans have an offense, need some more defense.
Thomas says he wants to put up a bottle of rum against us both that the Steelers have a better season than the Bears or the Redskins.
Ooh, I'm in on that.
I'll
take my Bears over those Steelers, bro.
Yeah, I will take that bet.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I take the Skins over them, but I'll take the Bears over them.
Oh, I'll take it.
I'll take the Bears over them. That'll be good. That'll be good.
I like spiced rum. Brown University, what is good? What is good, homie?
As always. What it do?
Dilly. About to head to the airport, right?
I got a little bit of time.
Cool.
A little bit. Let's do another one or two more hot topics real quick.
Most certainly. Let's go ahead at this time. Let's break down the Rams because you did bring that up and treat your ass. So breaking down the Rams, Gurley needs to come back healthy.
That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end it like that's it.
Cooper Kupp needs to come back healthy.
Established offense, and they made moves though, free agent wise.
Yep.
Eric freaking Weddle.
Yep, Eric Weddle.
Bro.
So you just have to get out there and do what you have to literally 100% repeat.
Stay healthy.
Exactly what you did this last season, except with a consistent Cooper Kupp out there.
At this point, if I'm the Rams, I'm taking best available.
Yeah.
Like they're solid in just about every aspect. Like they went on and got a defensive back to help them out. We know Aaron Donald can be an entire defensive line by himself. Maybe get some linebackers, or again, maybe a corner or two on the outside to help out Weddle, who is going to play safety as always. That's my only option there, but it's not like you're in trouble. If I'm you guys, like he said, do exactly what you did, stay healthy, and you're just padding the depth chart at this point in the draft for me.
Exactly. Yo, Iverson Vlogs, I would not bet my hair, bruh. I don't play around with that. I worked hard to get this.
Oh, shit.
So, how salty are the Chargers? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think... I feel like the Chargers, like... They're mainly salty as a franchise and as a whole because they can't get over the hump. Like, they'll get so close.
My key for the Chargers is get some fans.
Yeah, you have no 12th man.
Why the hell would you want to be Phillip Rivers or anybody playing on the Chargers when
you have no 12th man?
Like
that's a damn shame. And I don't. How do you even develop? I mean, Chargers, I will come to work for you and help you with developing a fan base. I will take that check. I mean, no, for real. Like, you guys really got to develop a fan base. No 12th man. When you don't have asses in the seats cheering you on.
Nobody wants to play. Where's the motivation? You guys have a damn good team. Keenan Allen's one of the top receivers. Phillip Rivers still a top quarterback, firing that thing. They got a defense. They went on and got Bosa.
They didn't even get bandwagon fans, and they were nice last year. The Chargers were genuinely nice.
What's damn good?
And you didn't see not a single person randomly.
And to be honest with you, that proved it most for me because they were so nice the whole regular season, the whole thing, and then we got to the very end, and when it mattered, when playoffs came, when teams are tired, I've been playing for 16 weeks, I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done. Where's the motivation? And they look in the fans, they're like, yo, screw this. I don't even care. I'm just trying to go home.
Connor said they have a fan base, just none of them are in L.A. They're all over the place. There are tons in Maryland. Shit, I have never, ever, I played football with the homie homie Corey.
But you can't be in Maryland and put your ass in a seat in L.A.
Exactly. No, they have to give away a bunch of free merch, just free.
There's
LA
literally
Chargers.
stadiums more packed on a rainy, stormy, crappy day than the Chargers have in a beautiful, gorgeous LA afternoon.
Buffalo Bills fans do wrestling moves through tables in the parking lot, okay? In the middle of winter. Like, the Bills have a mafia.
Dude, for real, honestly, Phillip Rivers has so many kids, their fan base is literally the Rivers. Like,
yeah.
That's it. That's it. Like, damn right, dude was tired, he said. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
Exactly, man. Like, you got to find the motivation somewhere. And at this point, if the most Chargers jerseys that Rivers sees is when he goes home to his kids.
Oh, my God.
Come on, man. Oh, no.
That was a great one. No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, what I say? Yeah, I mean, dude, for real, like, you go home, the most jerseys you see are your kids, and you're like, hell yeah, I feel loved. I feel loved. Then you go to the stadium, and it's like, fuck. Like...
Yo, hey, I understand. Man, I used to work.
It officially does.
I used to work in the music industry. You know, it sucks. Like, yo, I'm the only fucking person playing my shit. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know, you don't want that. Yo, Connor's like, oh my God,
dude, I'm serious. So really, I don't even want to talk about the Chargers anymore. My keys to the Chargers: get some freaking fans.
Exactly. Yeah. If you guys can have a 12th man, you can get over the hump.
You need just 11.5 at this point. Fuck a 12, bro.
And like it's funny that we bring that up because, you know, that's who that's that noise, that crowd control can literally help you win or lose a game. Like I was at Mile High Stadium for the Mary Thomas revenge game. You can get into players' head, like,
yeah, no, you can. Again, how hard is it for an opposing quarterback to try and call out? The dude can whisper at the line. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, go deep. Hey, like, he can whisper at the line at this point. Like, you see other teams having to take timeouts because they can't call a play. They can't hear. They can't run anything. It's not a problem. Like,
oh yeah, if you can get the crowd involved and make coach blow a timeout. The real problem is the
crickets in the stadium that people can't hear past them. Like, God damn.
So that was a great way to kind of close out football. We pretty much like this whole show did all football talk. Like I
love it though.
Everyone is fired up for the draft.
Ready for the draft, man. Like,
everyone,
again, we know what's going on in the NBA. We're waiting for round 2. The NHL is good, but we're waiting for it to come down to the cup.
Yep, 3 days until draft day. Like I mentioned, want to go ahead and cross over into the NBA. At this point, is OKC done?
Yeah. You know how painful that is for me to say, too. Rich gang. You know how painful it is for me to say. But, again, OKC, that was the game they had to get the W on, and it wasn't even close. Like, it just wasn't even... No. Like, and now they go back to Portland.
Exactly.
It's over, dude. I'm sorry. I absolutely would love to see Russell Westbrook and Paul George turn it up and push this thing somehow, some way, back to at least OKC. It's over. Again, we just talked about crowd control. Like, they're gonna be loud as all hell when they know they can get this W.
Portland's about to get weird.
Portland is already weird. So
stay weird, Portland.
I think they're done. So
interestingly enough, I had literally saw something, I think it was on Facebook, right after we got done yesterday. And it alluded to the exact same things I was talking about Russ's leadership abilities and capabilities to get them over the hump, so on and so forth. And then it did kind of go into, you know, do you take Brody or do you take Dame, you know? It's 100% of the way Dame. Better overall attitude. You know, so on and so forth. I think
Damian Lillard is just such a silent assassin at this point. Like, he don't care. He'll drain a 3 in some dude's face, and he's just going to stare at him and walk away.
Exactly.
That's why I said the other day when the Thunder won, they won in a bad fashion. You guys only won a single game, and Schroeder's Dame time in his ass. Russell's rocking the baby. Like, I get you make a very good play, and that's Russell's thing to rock the baby, whatever it is, but, like, you guys are down. You guys barely won that game the other day. It's not like you came back and beat the crap out of them at home. Like,
you don't get to do celebratory dances and shit like that.
You can't do that yet. Yeah, you can't do that yet. And that's going to piss somebody off.
Yeah.
Especially
Damian Lillard.
OKC's done. I'm sorry. OKC's done.
100%. 100%.
Aside from OKC, let me ask then. We have 2 chances tonight for 2 teams to get sweeps. Do the Pistons have a chance? With Blake Griffin is now playing, he only played just one game now. Do the Pistons have a chance to win at home? We'll start with that one before we even get into the other one.
No.
Even with Blake Griffin?
No, I just want the series to be done and over with, to be honest. So yeah, Bucks are gonna accomplish that sweep tonight.
I think Giannis does work.
Yeah,
I think Giannis does work.
Yeah, it's there's not really much to say around that other than the Greek Freak.
Okay. I mean, that's an easy one. I was on the same spot. I was just, so Rockets Jazz. Jazz are a little bit more competitive. James Harden was garbage the other day, but still managed to get a W. Does that mean the Rockets just walk away with this one, assuming James Harden doesn't go 0 for 10 to start the game?
I don't think they're going to walk away with it. Excuse me. Sorry, pardon me. I see something, kind of to the effect where the Rockets are still going to pull out and win, but Utah's not going to go out quietly. Like Gobert is just such an emotional character down low. Like he's just such an emotional guy that I think he's really going to, tonight of all nights is when he's going to try and make his presence felt. He's going to have to be a difference maker. Rubio's going to have to be popping off from the three like a madman. And then, of course, Donovan the Spider Mitchell has to be Donovan the Spider Mitchell. But really come in and just take over the game. He may even have to, if those two can't facilitate their roles, he may have to single-handedly take over the game himself if they want to win.
So that's your key to the Jazz winning is Mitchell has to tear it the hell up, basically. Otherwise, it's looking like there's going to be 2 more sweeps tonight. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, I actually, let's remove the factor of Rubio as a 3-point factor and Gobert. Yeah, it's literally, I think it has to be the Donovan Mitchell show. It's gonna have to be,
No, I would love for at least the Bucks Pistons. I would love for that to end too. I want the Bucks and the Celtics. They're gonna play each other in this next round if the Bucks win. When the Bucks win, I want both of them to have a full week's worth of rest. However many days they're gonna get depending on these playoffs. I want them to both have a full amount of rest. I want those two to go at it, and they will. I think so. Again, second round is where it's at.
100%. Tyler looks sad. I don't think that he's definitely not looking sad, babe. No. It's just
remember Scottie Pippen. Come on, bro.
This the new Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport.
We gotta try and keep it 100 today.
Yeah,
we'll get it. And it's ain't wild. We're just this is why we wanted to open up to some of you guys. It's just open debate right now. Hot topics on what we got going on. So it's good.
TyeBoogie, you remember Scottie Pippen? Well, we all remember Scottie Pippen.
He's still making a fool of himself on TV at this point.
TV, life. Didn't he fucking have a reality show?
Oh no, man.
Dude, it's weird, man.
You hang out with Dennis Rodman that much at the end of his career, he'd probably wash off on you a little bit.
Exactly, man. And then we got Paul Pierce out here. I think it's all these old NBA guys. Stay off the weed, man.
Paul Pierce, dude. God, yeah, he needs help. He needs the most amount of help, honestly.
He has not looked the same since he made those comments about Dwayne Wade. So what else you got, bro?
Well, your boy does have to get ready to wrap it up, so I'm going to hit you with one last good topic here.
Okay.
It's only talked about. It's nothing official. So, but damn, am I excited to hopefully have this happen, and somebody needs to get in Dana White's head and make it happen.
Okay.
Khabib. Possibly going against Mr. Poirier.
Yeah, that. So I did read that article. I did see that.
And we flipped out. So I gotta open it up to everybody at this point. Y'all know what Khabib did last time.
Khabib is gonna maul him.
And nobody really expected Holloway to lose, but he kind of got beat up a little bit.
Oh yeah, he did. No doubt about it. No, I think Khabib Poirier, no, definitely needs to happen. Somebody at Dana White, like TyeBoogie said. But Yeah, here's the thing. Even on suspension, Khabib is still in the gym training.
No doubt.
Still wrestling.
No
He's still
doubt.
practicing.
I mean, he's probably fighting bears still, bro. Like, oh, you guys want to let me be in the cage? Let me go out to the forest real quick. Like,
ever need some motivation? Watch 13-year-old or like 9-year-old Khabib wrestle a bear, and you're like, well, if he can wrestle a bear, I could wrestle my life problems.
Straight Jackie Moon type shit, guys.
Dilly.
Straight up. But he won.
Yes. I think that he can't. For Khabib, if this fight does happen, does go down, take him to the ground and give us another 6 submission, like you did Conor, but be more calm afterwards.
Don't jump the fence.
Don't jump the fence.
Well, Poirier's probably not going to talk a whole lot more crap.
No.
I mean, it just, he's at least more respectable in the ring.
I think fighters learned better than to talk crap about Khabib and his family or anything like Khabib ain't one of those like fighters say
He ain't soft.
Yeah, fighters say some like outlandish shit to get into other fighters' heads. Like I think didn't Mike Tyson tell Evander Holyfield he or no it wasn't Mike or I think it was Broner or something. He told someone like I'd eat your kids. Like it was crazy, bro. He's like, I'll eat your fucking kids. Like, well, that step 1, pause. Step 2.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You need to go to a mental institute.
Oh, man. So, yeah. Khabib, take him to the ground. Poirier, for your sake,
don't touch the ground.
Yeah, don't talk a bunch of shit.
I mean, Poirier did well, though, against Holloway. As long as he can keep that up and just box it out,
demolished Holloway.
Which, Khabib's not looking to stay standing up the whole time, but...
I'll eat your kids. Hell no.
That's what it's going to come down to.
Treat, you got to look it up. Yo, hold on. I'm going to look it up for you before we close this out. Yo, hold on.
Oh, my God. But again, regardless, it is just a controversial thing right now. It's nothing official, but... that is a fight I am more than ready to have happen. Oh my goodness, they should do that for the UFC, for the pure enjoyment of.
Yeah, Mike Tyson to Jack Dempsey. Yeah, it was Mike Tyson to Jack Dempsey. He's like, I'll eat the kids. He's like, I'll eat the fucking kids. I was like, yo, what the? You're deranged, Mike. Mike, we already know that you'll eat a human because you fucking bit off Evander Holyfield's ear. Let me stop before Mike Tyson hears this and decides to get on a plane and whoop my ass.
I didn't say nothing, bro. I didn't say nothing.
But yeah. Look up the video. Mike Tyson to Jack Dempsey. He says, "I'll eat the kids." He's like, "I'll eat the kids, Jack."
In the best Mike Tyson voice you could hear, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the One Boy Fantasy Sports Network, and I'm Mike Tyson. Make sure you hit the subscribe and you hit the like button.
You're gonna get beat up. Oh my
Robbie
God.
J, I don't like when you make fun of me. You don't like when you do Mike Tyson impression, Robbie J. Beat your ass, man. Keep playing with me. I'm gonna eat your kids too, Robbie J.
I didn't say nothing, bro. I didn't say nothing. I had no part in this. I didn't even open that one.
The travesty that Aaron Rodgers would have the audacity to call out his coach, Mike McCarthy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just... I can't right now. There's no Stephen A.
Damn, I was like, where are we going with this?
Yeah.
Where are we going with this?
I don't like the cannibal goal. Yo, it was crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great episode. We just want to come in and have fun with you guys. You can catch myself live later for Bucks Pistons. I'll probably start that up, maybe a little bit early, 10, 20 minutes early.
Rock with your boy Robbie J. Sadly, TyeBoogie is not on tonight, but this is the only night he's not on for the rest of the month, of course.
Oh yeah.
So, rock with your boy Robbie J tonight. Keep this man busy. The Bucks Pistons might be a blowout. Rockets Jazz, we'll see about that. Keep the man busy. Cheers
to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Deli. It's the Rumboyz Fantasy Sports Network.
We shall catch y'all in a little bit. Later, guys.
Peace.